that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Here are the five for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the five down low.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Here's Booker after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Towns. The shot's good. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Paul. 4-point game. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Prince. Pass to Edwards. Inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Booker against Edwards. Johnson passes to Ayton. Outside Booker. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Booker, the pass to Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Phoenix. Outside Johnson takes a three, gets the three ball to go. It's a tie ball game.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Out left to the wing. Towns down low. Is covered by Ayton. The shot by Towns, no good. Booker, the pass to Johnson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Paul passes to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision, a great pass.
Now here's Booker. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Gobert. Takes it inside. The kick out to Edwards. Drains the triple. Edwards has got 11 points.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards against Booker. And he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Ball against Towns. Pass to Prince. Back to Towns. From the elbow. And he hits the jump shot. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at center. Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Russell with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Back to Russell. Pass to Prince. Second chance effort. Gobert, no good. The Suns trailing. Booker, pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Assisted.
Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 13. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Russell against Paul. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Towns. He hangs. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Here's Johnson. Rebound, Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Hangs in the air. Edwards finds Gobert. And the baseline jumper, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Bridges passes to Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8 points now. Right side, Paul. Booker, the pass to Paul. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. A minute 6 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. An easy 2 on the layup. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Outside for Booker. Fires for 3. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Prince. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Now Edwards. He's got 15. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Booker. And the first half comes to an end. We've got
The Suns, 24.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
We've got Naz Reid, McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel, and it's Rivers in at point guard. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Launches a 3, knocks down the triple. Rivers has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Shamet, banked it in off the glass. Shamet's got his first points in this one.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Here's Noel. Soft touch off the glass. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Payne. Pass to Shamet. From downtown. Reid with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. McDaniels with it. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Reid with it. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Payne with it. Picked up by Reid. Pass to Lee. And the bucket is good. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys, BA, are getting a little more creative in practicing that. They will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Here's Lee.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First team foul.
Charge against McDaniels. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Here's Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Landale, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Gotta learn your lesson.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Noel. Down low, Reed. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Shaman. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Shaman's got 5 now.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shaman has been great from the three-point line. 42% for 3 as a rookie.
Pass to Rivers. McDaniels up top. Back to Rivers. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Reed can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Shamet. That three's off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Noel. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Back to Rivers. No good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Landale. Here's Shaman. He's got 5. Pass to Saric. Back to Shaman. Minnesota with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Anderson. Here's Rivers, defended by Payne. Here's Reed, and he drives in, and there's the rejection. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. To the inside. Here's Landale. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Edwards, driving inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so it's... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Outside Edwards. Second chance shot. Doesn't go there. 8 for 12. The Suns trailing. Pass to Ayton. Sinks that one from the post.
You got to try to get Ayton out farther away. When you don't, this is what's going to happen. He's just too big and just too good.
1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Edwards with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Booker no good.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And here's Russell. stolen by Ayton. Here's Paul. And that one drops.
Was Paul a crafty finisher? Gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. There's the... Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And that's an intentional foul.
D'Angelo Russell. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Bridges on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. The Suns clear it. Back to Towns. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And he's going to the, well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these
Previous play is under review.
disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. So far, he's happy with their play, but he wants to prevent any kind of a letdown. He told the team, stay aggressive. Don't play not to lose. We want to push the action and try to break their spirit.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
And Paul gets it to go.
Yeah, just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
Russell against Paul. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Goes back up. Here's Gobert. Ooh, Ayton with the block. For 3, Booker. Ayton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
We've got 1:08 left in the final quarter. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Gobert. The shot won't fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker to tie it up. Towns with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Prince. Back to Towns. And he buries it.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter here, and they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And all Russell has to do is push out the distractions and focus on the task at hand. He can do this. That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
And no doubt, they've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Towns against Johnson. Now Towns. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Alongside...
that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. Morris outside. Jackson against Russell. And stolen by Russell. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Towns throws it down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Jackson looking it over. Outside Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
John Walls checked in for Jackson. Russell passes to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Out to Edwards. He takes it in, and yes, it's good. And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now here's Wall. Pass to George. Outside Leonard. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's Wall after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. George with the screen on Russell. Outside, George. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. Morris right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Now here's Towns. Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's Leonard. Outside for George. That doesn't go either for George. Timberwolves leading by 5. And it's Prince penetrating. Russell with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Russell's got 6.
You know, you look at Russell, and the green light is always on from there for him, and he shoots it with confidence.
Leonard sets a screen for George. Outside Leonard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Towns. Can't connect from short range. Leonard on the wing. And Wall kicks to Leonard. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Here is Edwards. Back to Prince. Inside, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Over in the corner, Zubac. And here's Morris for three. Good on the three-point shot.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Gobert, and he makes good on the layup.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Here's George. And it's jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Zubac, a screen on Prince. Leonard with no one around. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 6. Prince the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players. Well, we've talked about, you know, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Ball against Russell. He kicks to Towns. 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills. You know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
And here's Leonard from 3. He's off on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards dishes to Prince. Back to Edwards. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gobert and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Wall against Russell. Wall passes to Zubac. An even 3-on-3 break. Towns against Morris. Now here's Gobert. T right on him. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's George. Buries it down low. George has got 8 points.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Russell kicks to Prince. Edwards against George. And Edwards with the stop.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can.
I don't know how he was able to execute the reverse with that stingy defense that was being played there.
And again, the Clippers turn it over. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Morris. Amir Coffey's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for Paul George. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 7. Rivers passes to Noel. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Rivers. And there's the pass to Reed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And he sinks the second. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Kennard from past the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks for the great interview, David.
22.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Rivers. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. It's good. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Rivers scanning the floor. Anderson passes to Reed. Banked in off the glass.
And it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Jackson kicks to Powell. In the corner, Kennard with it. 6 to shoot. From deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Rivers against Jackson. Rivers passes to Reed. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers trail by 4. Powell kicks to Covington. And another 3 for the Clippers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Rivers passes to Reed. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jackson dishes to Batum. Kicks it out to Covington. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Covington's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Reed. And no good. Great D that time from Batum.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by Rivers. And they take the lead. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Kicks it to McDaniels. 1:37 left in the third quarter, and he banks in the layup.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Jackson. In the corner, Powell with it. Kennard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Here's Batum. And that one drops for him. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Takes a lot to throw Batum off his game. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score.
Noel passes to McDaniels. It's stolen. And now the Clippers on the break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly, Pete. When you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales. Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Rivers against Jackson. Pass to Powell. Covington kicks to Jackson. To the middle. There's the pass to Powell. Kennard for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Outside Edwards. Over George. And the baseline jumper, no good. Guys, Robert Covington firing in all cylinders so far for the... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the line.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Wall against Russell. Out to Morris. Pass to Zubac. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Morris outside. Cleaner from distance, and right through it goes.
And a guy who was considered somewhat NBA ready when he entered the league, it's taken Morris a few years to get used to it, but now he's starting to be a consistent contributor.
Here's Edwards. Excellent D there from George. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a one-point game. Leonard, the pass to Wall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Boy, I love how crafty Wall can be in the paint. Sees an opening and then exploits that opening to get his shot.
Russell kicks to Prince. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Russell from long range. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards, and that one was clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
A 3 from Leonard sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Out to Edwards. Prince dishes to Gobert. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. Kicks it out to Leonard for the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And now a 9-point Clipper lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Edwards against George. Here's Zubac, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
And they've kept the defense on its heels, getting whatever they want offensively.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Ball against Russell. Outside for George. Passes it to Morris. Over Towns. George. It's good on the putback.
When George is aggressive now, I think it energizes his whole team.
1:10 left here in the 4th quarter. Towns wide open. And he overshot that one, missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's stolen by Edwards. It's Prince on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, Russell in position.
He doesn't bleed blood, but he bleeds cold blood ice. Russell tearing hearts out down the stretch.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wall up top. He's guarded by Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Timberwolves on defense. Zubac kicks to Wall. On the wing, Morris. Wall passes to Zubac. Clock is at 3. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Edwards launches it from deep. Can't connect from long distance. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
This could be a chess match tonight. We have two very smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one spot. Now here's Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges on the attack. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Count it.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Wall against Paul. Pass to George. Drives to the hoop, shoots over Booker, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Drops in the 3.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Ball against Wall. Kicks it to George. Back to Wall. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. A nice shot by Zubats.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Wall against Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to John Wall.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Wall. Leonard outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Here's Booker. Back to Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Outside Wall. George outside. And Aiden pulls it down. The Suns leading. Bridges right side. Knocked loose. And stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Suns. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Morris. Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to Morris. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
The focus, the balance. George doesn't back down from converting these challenging buckets.
Outside Booker. Outside Paul. On the take. Deflected. Morris for 3. Leonard tips it back in. Leonard's got 6.
Oh, and Leonard has some of the biggest hands in the game, using them to haul in offensive boards.
Paul passes to Booker. Lets it fly. The kick out to Paul. Doesn't go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Ayton passes to Johnson. It's deflected. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. Here he goes. Misses from short range. The Suns trailing. Pass to Bridges. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. George finds Morris. Back to George. Wall with it. Morris outside. Puts up a three. Here's Leonard. And that's not going to go. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Clippers on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Ayton, the screen on George. Booker, the pass to Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Wall, the pass to Morris. That shot off the mark. Johnson with the defensive effort. And it's Phoenix's ball. 4-point game.
When Cam Johnson went 11th overall in the 2019 draft, most draft experts were shocked, slating him to go late in the first. But Cam's proven those pundits wrong.
Well, for Cam Johnson, he was incredible during the 2021 playoffs, Richard.
How about Cam's shooting numbers? Going 50, 40, 90 for the entire playoffs. 70% from the field in the conference finals. Unreal for a three-point shooter. A key part of that Suns finals run.
Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Up top, Booker. George defending. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Booker. For 3, George. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard against Bridges. Johnson passes to Ayton. The shake. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Leonard outside. The kick out to Morris. Wall against Paul. George, right side. Jacks up a 3. George with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Booker against George. The kick out to Wall. Back to George. Pass to Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 10 points. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And Booker pulls it down.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And the basket by Bridges.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
George outside. He takes it in. Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Over the years, we've seen Leonard add different things to his game. Now, an offensive machine.
Paul finds Booker. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now here's Wall. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Over Bridges.
Oh,
It's the buzzer!
How you finish a quarter.
Wow.
You play to the buzzer. You never know what's going to happen.
And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Luke Kennard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5. Back to Šarić. Tries again, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Here's Kennard. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Payne against Jackson. Pass to Shaman. Outside Payne. Here's Landale. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Kicks it out to Kennard. Three-pointer. On target from range. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Payne pass to Šarić. And stolen by Covington. Kennard on the wing. The 3 is up. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Out to Powell. For 3. Fires in the triple. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Inside, looking to win the run, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Kennard outside. From deep. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Shamet. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Covington against Sharge. And that one's good. Covington.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Outside Payne. Pass to Sharge. Here's Lee. Outside Payne. Down low. Here's Landale. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. He's got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jackson outside. Kennard outside. Takes the 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Kennard's got 11 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Count it.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Jackson outside. Batum outside. Back to Jackson. Kennard outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
It's Shamet on the wing. Powell covers. Here's Landale. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Now Jackson looking for his first basket, still in this one. Out to Powell. Right at the free throw line. It'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 8. And we're coming right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the basket by Leonard.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
Johnson passes to Paul. Shoots over Wall. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Johnson.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Booker against George. Leonard outside. He's feeling it. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. For 3, Booker. They get the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. From deep 3-point range. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Ball against George. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. The shot that time not on target. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. Booker against Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Morris down low. Shot clock at 5. Leonard, good.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Outside Johnson. Booker for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Los Angeles has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. George against Booker. George passes to Wall. Now here's Zubac. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And that's just terrific body control by Aiden. Setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Out to Leonard. George outside. Here's the 3. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Clippers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game. They battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Suns foul. Chris Paul. 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league. He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14. George with it. And here's Wall. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
got a terrific low post matchup tonight, Doris. Two of the top big men in the league going head-to-head.
Kevin, these are two teams that try to get their centers as many touches as possible. They are the axis upon which these offenses rotate, and how much the defense can guard that entry pass will be a key tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
To the paint, here's Ayton. He can't get it to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Russell kicks to Edwards. Prince in the corner. And the 3 ball is good.
But just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. Russell against Bridges. Outside Edwards. Offensive rebound. Gobert. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Here's Booker, and there's the drive.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Edwards. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one. Yes, sir.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Prince wide open, and the shot is long.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Out to Edwards. Takes it inside. He gets that one. Edwards got 5.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And here's Booker from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Towns penetrating, and the dunk by Towns.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Booker. That 3 off the mark. 10 points separating the teams. Here's Edwards, and such a nice move to make the basket work. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
No good from Booker.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Booker. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Right side, Edwards. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Towns for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's never easy to keep Gobert off the glass. Soars over the defense for the putback jam.
Here's Booker. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Edwards. With the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
And a deep three from Booker. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Look.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamanos. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
So it's Minnesota now. The Suns getting the bucket. Edwards inside, working on Booker. Edwards, that's good.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Russell against Paul to the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Aiton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Edwards finds Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Suns trail by 16. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And Edwards with the stop.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Shakes him. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton. From T. Johnson. That shot misses. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Paul looking around. He feeds it to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
There's a level of floor where awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Johnson finds Paul. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, good.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. He's so willing to give it up to an open guy.
Towns in the corner. Back to Russell. Towns down low. He's guarded by Johnson.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Russell against Paul. Russell passes to Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Bridges leading the charge. He kicks it to Booker. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Bridges outside. Back to Ayton. Up and in on the layup.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Edwards looking it over to end the drought. And Edwards with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Suns, 28. The Timberwolves, 34. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
You've got Lee. Cameron Payne is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Landale in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Shamet with it, picked up by Rivers. Here's Payne. Reed with the block. There's the drive. McDaniels nails the baby hook.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Pass to Shamet. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And he's good on the second. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Anderson up top. Here's Noel. Covered by Saric. Noel, no good. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
For Phoenix, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
And it's Shamet missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And the basket is good. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now the pass to Reed. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Noel, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 10-point game. Ayton, Reed with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Passes to Rivers. Inside, and stolen by Ayton. Bridges outside. Shoots over McDaniel. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Noel. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. It's good.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Reed finds Rivers. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rivers has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Booker with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Johnson, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Now Rivers. He has 5. Out to the right wing. And Anderson kicks to McDaniels. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 10.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
It's tipped.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Johnson from outside. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Russell passes to Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Booker with the screen for Paul. From deep three-point range, Booker no good. Minnesota leading by 12. Towns, the pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. Takes a three. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ball against Russell. Johnson outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Edwards. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Ayton.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. The three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Booker finds Bridges. Back to Booker. Launches it. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Towns. Johnson against Gobert. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here, the layup off target. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
It's stolen by Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Prince. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
Booker is screen on Russell. Booker outside for 3. Traps in the tray. Booker's got 20 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. Towns in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Johnson down low. Towns on him.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Minnesota.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's the triple. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Down by 15. Now here's Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Thank you, fans, for coming.
With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. So the Clippers win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Now here's Wall. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. Leonard for 3. Prince grabs the miss. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Edwards against Leonard. It's blocked. George outside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. From 9 feet out, uses the glass to drop it in.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Here's Edwards. It's tipped. They get it back. And the jam by Gobert. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Leonard outside. Launches it, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
And here's Russell. Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And the shot goes in. Edwards has got his second basket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's George. Outside Wall. Kicks it to George. Pass to Morris. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. They get it back. The reverse. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. Ooh, nice D from George.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Pass to Zubac. Crafty move, and the layup is up and in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Prince. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. A minute and a half left to play in the first. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Deflected by George.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
The Timberwolves trail. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Wall. Leonard outside.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Leonard outside. The kick out to Morris. Jacks up a three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Russell against Wall. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside Wall. George outside. And the jam by George.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Now here's Russell. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Prince. 1 second left. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
George's shot is off, and Minnesota has possession. Russell with the ball, checked by Wall. Gobert passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. And that misses. That would have put him up. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But Grant is willing to do the work.
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Russell to pass to Towns. Over Morris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Wall attacking. Pass to Leonard. From deep. The shot misses. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Left side, Russell. Now here's Towns. Outside for Russell. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Outside Wall. George outside. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. And the Clippers lead by 2.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside for Russell. Outside Edwards. Russell to pass to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 8. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision, and that's a smart decision.
Here's Russell after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Prince. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Out to Leonard. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. And George with the layup. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Leonard outside. The kick out to Wall. And the jam by George.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And George launches it from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Up in time. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Clippers. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's Kennard in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Jackson. Out to Covington. Pass to Batum. Stolen by Anderson. On the break. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Here's Jackson. Kennard outside. Now Powell. Out to Covington. Kennard outside. Batum in the post. Reed defending. Yes, it's good.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the inside. Oh, Covington with a block.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Here's Anderson. The Clippers grab the miss. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Powell passes to Batum. Kicks it out to Kennard. Let's go with a 3. Pure from three-point range. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Anderson. The shot no good. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Powell. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Keeping his balance on the difficult take. Norman Powell is gifted at finishing through physical contact.
Pass to McDaniels. Out to the wing. Anderson finds McDaniels. Here's Rivers. Shot to stop the run. Kennard with the rebound. It's Covington on the wing. Takes a 3. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Kennard can't get it to go.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Noel, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Powell passes to Kennard. He drops it from range. Kennard's got 6.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Pass to Noel. Back to Anderson for 3. 1:21 left to play in the third quarter here. And here's Reed. The 11-footer. Batum pulls it in.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Back to Daniels. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Batum finds Powell. Here's Kennard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Tries to snap the cold streak. The Clippers grab the miss.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Back to Reed. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. Los Angeles has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Batum, pass to Jackson. Out to Covington. Inside. Here's Kennard. McDaniels with some nice D.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And so it's Los Angeles. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, small forward.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And it's Russell on the drive. That shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Hard to find fault with the D. Towns just beating them with better offense there.
Outside wall. Leonard outside. There's the 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Prince. And that one is stuffed right through.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Russell against Wall. Pass to George. Over Edwards. And they recover it. Morris with it. Russell covering. Leonard against Edwards. 5 on the clock. And the layup falls.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Prince. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now. Over to the wing. Zubats finds Morris. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the paint. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Leonard. The three is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell the pass to Towns. Lets the three fly. Second chance shot. Gets another look. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Prince. Puts up a 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
The evolution of Prince when they needed a hoop in a close game. He's one of the guys that they can count on.
George's shot is off. Here's Minnesota. This run now up to 13-2. Down low. To the wing on the left. Towns finds Russell. And stolen by Leonard. Stripped it away. Prince down low. George defending. Outside for Russell. Pass to Edwards. Towns for 3. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Now here's George. Edwards pulls it in.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Wall against Russell. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And Minnesota calls time here. They trail by 3. 7 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what's your take?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
these squads, man, Brent, they play hard on the defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Here's George. They shoot again. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Paul. Makes it out to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Yeah, Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready. Look at that. And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Paul's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
George against Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Paul. Banked in off the glass.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Paul against Paul. The shot by George. Wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Morris finds Leonard. The 3. Morris passes to Zubac. Paul with the steal. On the wing, Booker takes the 3. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got 5.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game. Just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Paul kicks to Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Paul against Wall. Morris right side. Back to Wall. Out to Morris. Over Johnson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Paul passes to Johnson. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Wall passes to George. Pass to Morris. Kicks the Wall. Back to Morris. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Passes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's George. Here's Zubac. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Paul kicks to Booker. His three-pointers off the mark. Right side George. Here's Morris with plenty of space. The shot's good on the assist by George. Morris has got 8 points.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Marcus Morris is... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Both good from the line that time. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Suns trail by 9. Paul with the ball. Johnson outside. Pass to Booker. Changes up. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Leonard. Out to the wing. Wall finds Morris. Back to Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. If they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And the Suns miss again.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Suns have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Bridges is shooting a high percentage, and the game really does come naturally to him.
And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. 8-point game. Paul surveying the floor. Booker up top. He dishes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Outside, Wall. Outside, George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. And here is Paul. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 9. Down low. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
George passes to Zubac. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Suns trail by 7. Booker outside. Johnson outside. Over Morris. Johnson can't hit. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Paul dishes to Booker. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. Now here's Wall. Clock at 6. Outside Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Both free throws good from Bridges.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Jackson looking it over. And there's the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Outside Covington. From deep. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us.
22.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is going that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Hall and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
The Suns making a change here. Landale's checked in. Sharich comes in for Johnson. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Powell kicks to Kennard. Off target with his 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Lee. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's stolen by Shag.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
90 seconds now into the second half. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Phoenix making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Now here's Powell. He's covered by Shamet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That ability to shoot is going to give Norman Powell some driving lanes with which he can exploit.
And so he hits both. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Now, here's Shamet. Tight defense on him. Powell with the steal. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And really good hands from Norman Powell to take that one away.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Pass to Shamet. And he banks in the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Covington. Shamet with the steal. The finish. And he goes in for the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good from the wing.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Going inside, the offensive rebound. LA has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Jackson misses. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Count it. Shamet's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Payne in the post. Jackson on him. Shamet. And he uses the glass on the layup. Shamet's got 8.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Outside Jackson. From deep three-point range. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Now, here's Shamet. Guarded by Powell. Here's Shag. And another shot. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Covington down low. Covered by Shag. Just 5 on the clock. Kennard for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
That's a 2 from Paul. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Clippers lead by 1. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Bridges passes to Booker. Ayton a screen on George to the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Here's Wall. Zubac finds Morris. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so here are the Clippers. George sets a screen for Wall. Outside for George. 4 on the clock. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 2. George against Booker. A 3 ball. The Clippers grab the miss. Wall up top, defended by Paul. George, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Basket counts.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Wall against Paul. And Wall kicks to Morris. Doesn't go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker, right side. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bridges against Leonard. Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shoots off the left rim and out.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Leonard with the ball. Bridges covering. The feed to Morris. Now Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Back to George. Rejected by Booker. And he gets it back.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around.
Booker, no good. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Bridges finds Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. The kick out to Wall. 1:22 left in the game. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Booker. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
George against Paul to take the lead. And it's George missing. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And a big moment here for Bridges. A chance for him to step up and see if he can come through. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
All taking his time here. Outside, George from outside the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And it's Ayton missing. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Wall. Out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Morris with a screen on Ayton. And here's Leonard from 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They break the heart